Hello all you lovely people and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video we are going to be taking a look at MindsEye on the Lenovo Legion Go. Well, look what I've got, a controversial video game which has absolutely been battered in terms of the reviews or ratings. Critics and gamers do not seem to be liking this game, and even the Steam reviews of this game is atrociously bad. I wanted to try this game, but I did not buy it because I did not want to pay full price for it when it came out. So now it's finally on sale. Therefore, I've downloaded it. And here I'm making a video about MindsEye. But please note, I'm still not going to be talking about the game itself. This is not a video where I talk about the game's quality, or this is not a game review. I'm simply here to talk about the performance of MindsEye on the Lenovo Legion Go. Now, please note, I'm only connected to power and I'm not running on battery, and I'm not using any kind of an external GPU. In case you want me to make a video with an eGPU while playing MindsEye, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to make that video for you as well. So whatever you are about to see in this video is all native performance. With that said, I'm going to share my AMD Adrenaline settings, and I'm also going to be sharing my in-game settings so that you get to understand what kind of settings we are playing with. So with that said, let's get started, folks. As all my videos go, the very first thing that I want to share is AMD Adrenaline settings, and for that, I'm going to get into it. So let me just quickly turn off the tracker for one quick bit, and let me show you the display driver version that I'm playing with. So the display driver version is 25.3.1. In case you don't know how to sideload these display drivers, please check out my separate video where I've actually shown you how to download and install these display drivers. The only difference in that video is that instead of downloading 25.3.1, I've shown you how to install 24.12.1. The process is the same. It's just the install file which changes. So instead of downloading an install file of 24.12.1, you've got to install or download 25.3.1 file. That's the only difference. So let's get into the game's settings through Adrenaline. And I'm playing with AFMF 2.1 turned on. And as far as the search mode goes, it's kept on high. The performance mode has been kept on quality. Anti-lag has been turned on, and even the image sharpening has been turned on and kept at 80%. You can even take this down to 75%. You won't get a very bad visual fidelity. Even if you take it down to 75%, you might gain a little bit of FPS, in fact. So it's going to work in your favor. But I've kept it at 80. As far as the advanced settings go, morphological anti-aliasing has been enabled. The anisotropic filtering has been enabled and kept at 2x. The texture filtering quality is on performance, and the surface format optimization has been enabled. So these are the settings that I'm currently playing with. Now let's finally jump into the game as well. Okay, we have finally gotten into the game, and I'm going to be sharing the in-game settings in a short bit, because let's first quickly take a look at this cutscene. And once this is over, I will share the in-game settings of the game as well, as to what resolution I'm playing at, what are the upscaling settings that I'm playing with. And I've fiddled around with this game a little bit, and I can give you my 2 cents when it comes to the performance of this game. Now, MindsEye, by the way, equally hated by critics and gamers, because this game required more time in the oven, so to speak, because this is an underbaked product. I think if the developers had a few months or maybe even a year, they still could have turned things around, because they're glimpses of things which are good, but it just doesn't go the distance. And because of its half-baked approach, I think it terribly falters how it was presented to us at launch. And that's what's so disappointing, because if you take a look at these visuals are actually pretty good. The voice acting is good, the character designs are good, the character animations are good. And overall, if you had just taken a look at these cinematics, you would have thought that, wow, I mean, this game looks pretty solid. And that's the thing about the game as well, that it's mostly cinematics. So people want to buy a game because they want to play a game. If they want to watch an interactive movie, well, they would not have chosen to pay for a game and download a game. They would have simply opted out to watch an interactive movie. And I think that is where this game falters a bit as well, because a lot of what you'd be doing in the game is watching these cutscenes. So that's one of the other complaints that has been there. Now, I understand that when I make these videos, I generally do not want to talk about the game itself. I want to focus on the performance of the game on the Legion Go. But in the process of making these videos, as I'm watching it, as I'm playing it, I do end up talking about the game itself. So although I said that this is not a review and I'm just going to talk about the performance, please understand where I'm coming from. And you also get an idea of hey, what the game is about. By the way, I did not download this at launch. I did not want to pay full price for it. Now that it's discounted on Steam, I still gave it a shot. It's not a very heavy discount, but hey, I still said let's give it a try. Now, this is not a game that I would recommend even at the price that I purchased it at right now, which is around 1649 Indian rupees. I think it's still expensive for what they are giving. And I would definitely recommend that you wait for a bigger sale or a bigger discount to download this game. Because even in its current format, I don't think this game really cuts it, at least not yet. But overall, you can see that the cutscenes are running well. But I'm sure you have now become bored of watching these very lengthy cutscenes. So let's get into the game itself. Now, if it was only for these cutscenes, then you would have thought that, wow, this game actually looks pretty good. It has some elements from the movie iRobot, from GTA, and even from Detroit, that game that had come out on PlayStation 5. So it has some interesting elements. The backdrop is interesting, the characters look okay, but it seriously falters, especially when it comes to its the mission layouts, the main story, the main plot, and even the subplots or the submissions. They all kind of feel like half-baked. That's where the problem is. Now, if you notice, I'm only getting 48 to 50 FPS. Now, in case you're wondering, why is that the case? Well, that's the case because let me show you the in-game settings so you will understand why that's the case. Now, please note, I have tried playing this game with no FPS cap. So what I've turned on right now is an FPS cap. So it definitely takes a toll on the system itself. So that is on. By the way, I am playing this with TSR. So it's not FSR or XESS. That's another thing that's taking a toll on the performance. Plus, you would notice that there is no frame generation on right now. No frame generation. Because if you select FSR, then you will get an option of frame generation. Right now, there doesn't seem to be any frame generation, and that takes another toll on the performance. As far as the graphical settings go, I have kept the texture quality and the shading quality on medium. These are the only two settings that I've actually kept on medium. Apart from that, it's just low quality preset. Everything else is on low quality preset, as you can notice. And if you have watched any of my videos, you know that I don't like motion blur in my game, so I've turned it off out here as well. Even the camera motion blur has been turned off. So the question now is this the best performance that you can get? Visually, I would say yes. And by the way, in case you're wondering what resolution am I playing on, it's 900p. That's what I'm playing on. If you take it down a notch, you might get better performance. By the way, if you ask me what is the Legion space settings, it's kept at 800p. I'm going to turn this up to 144 Hertz. We're still tracking the performance here. And as you can see, now I'm only getting like 40-45 FPS. But I'll tell you what, when you play with these settings, what you would gain is a little bit of visual fidelity because it's anyways a small screen. So what you would notice is when you turn or pan the camera around, there's not a lot of borderline ghosting or artifacting. Secondly, when you actually play with FSR, you get a lot of those speckled or dotted aliasing issues, especially around shadows. And that is not a problem right now. So the game looks good visually, but it comes with a cost, and that cost is performance. So you will not get a stable or a steady 60 FPS. Now, of course, you can play this game with lossless scaling as well. And in case you want to watch a video where I compare AFMF 2.1 versus lossless scaling for a game like this, yeah, please let me know in the comments section. But so far, it's all right. I mean, 50 FPS is not bad for a game like this because trust me, most of what you would see on screen are just narrative cutscenes. There are so many of them. So for a game like this, 50 FPS is just about okay. And there seems to be minimal lag, not a lot. I mean, there still is a little bit of lag because if you take a look at that lag counter there, 19.6 millisecond, it's not good, but it's okay. It's okay. But you do get some kind of lag, and please note this is because of AFMF 2.1. So the performance is a little jittery. You would notice that there are occasional stutters here and there, and this is how you can make it go away. So I'm going to give you a quick fix as to how you can make it go away. All you got to do is go over to that performance boost, and now you can select XeSS or AMD's FSR. So what we will do is we will change it to AMD's FSR, and now we will select FSR frame generation. It might ask you to restart the game. No, it doesn't. Thankfully, no. So now if you take a look at it, you immediately get a boost in terms of the frame rates. And even the lag, you would notice, is comparatively actually lower, surprisingly. So this game, this is what I wanted to show you, and I wanted to progress in this game and show you, how when you tweak a little bit of settings, you can actually end up getting good performance. Now, I'm not even listening to the dialogues, and I failed a task. Wow. Don't tell me this game is gonna, oh, okay. Fantastic. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to enter a vehicle. All right. So let's enter a vehicle. It just told me failed a task. I mean, just take a look at how this game is designed, yeah? Okay, so we're gonna accelerate. And I'm getting like 90 plus FPS, guys. And this is at 900p. So with these settings, the game performs really well. I don't see a mini map. Oh, I do. It's hidden behind the tracker now. So that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. So not bad, guys. I mean, I've not even gotten into the game yet properly. So I might need to just turn the tracker off for a tiny little bit so that I understand where I'm going. Okay. So the game performs pretty all right once you turn the frame gen on. And I think it performs really well. Look at this. Look at those robots. Just to get to the office, I had to take this vehicle. Wow. Interesting. Fantastic. That's it. And another cutscene yet again. So this is what MindsEye is, guys. I mean, I've shown you only a little bit of gameplay, but the little bit of gameplay that you have seen, you get an idea as to how this game would perform. Now, when you keep it with FSR on frame generation, even on balanced mode, it does seem to give you a good FPS count. And it does feel smooth. I mean, it's not just there for the sake of being there, that 100 FPS on screen. It does feel like a good solid 60 plus FPS for sure, without a doubt. So if you want to play MindsEye on the Lenovo Legion Go, I mean, and it's a big if you want to play MindsEye, because purchase this at your own risk. But if you want to play MindsEye, then I think these are some of the settings that you can actually run with. And so far, the game seems to be running pretty all right, pretty smooth. It's just the way that it's structured. Get in a buggy again. Step out. And there is a buggy. I can sprint as well. Alrighty. Well, here you go. So this is MindsEye on the Lenovo Legion Go, guys. These are my Let's Play videos on the Legion Go. And I make a lot of these Let's Play videos where I share some of the settings of many games and how do you get the most out of your games on the Legion Go. This is one of those videos. And if you want to see some of my other videos where I have game reviews, I have gameplay videos, I also have videos on items or product reviews, products or items that are related to gaming, then please scroll through my video list and take a look at those videos as well. But as far as this video goes, it's a wrap for this one, folks. If you have liked the content, then I would appreciate it if you consider hitting that like button and that subscribe button and also that bell icon in case you want to get notified with all my latest videos. And this is MindsEye again on the Lenovo Legion Go. As you can see, I'm comfortably getting over 80 FPS. In some of the indoor areas, I'm even getting over 100 FPS. This is with AMD's FSR 3 and frame gen is on. And the performance is pretty alright, but you can already take a look at the ghosting that is behind the wheels. Just take a look at that. This is a result of frame generation. So ghosting is still pretty bad. But surprisingly, the lag is not that bad. And did you notice the lighting changes that happened there? When I was going beneath that tunnel. So lighting is also an issue in this game. It's not consistent. When it looks good, it looks good. When it doesn't, it doesn't. But hey, again, MindsEye, Legion Go, Punchi Man Gaming. And that's it for this video, folks. I'll see you lovely folks in my next video. Take a look at that lighting again when I come out, all right? Just notice that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Before I go, this is my final gift from MindsEye. Oh, that was bad. Ooh, that was bad. I'll see you lovely folks in my next video. Until that time, take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.